Hi team, it's Linda. I'm trying to make the video about what my training, my first 30 days of training being a Beachbody coach was like. Um, I guess I'll start with what my original why was, which is in January of 2013. I had just recently visited my family. It was really nice seeing them, but unfortunately it was Christmas time and I ate, was merry, and enjoyed myself. And when I came home, I got on the scale and realized that I was exactly 2 pounds away from being obese. And that was kind of life-changing for me. I've always been the skinny one of the family, and for me to be obese meant that I had let myself go quite a bit. That's when I started to notice that my thighs would rub, and when I was sitting at work, I realized I had fat rolls, and they are apparently not very comfortable. I had not had them before, but for anyone who has them, they're not comfortable. You feel like there's this extra outside your body, and it hurts, and it just feels horrible, and you have no energy. You don't want to do anything. So I decided when I saw that scale that I needed to do something. So my job had the Biggest Loser at work. So I signed up with my teammates, and they do a weigh-in, and then they weigh you in again and weigh you in again, but they don't really give you a whole lot of tools on how to lose the weight. And I knew I needed something structured. So I went ahead and invested in a program. It was not a Beachbody program, but I tried to stick with it. I lost about 15 pounds over the course of 6 months, but I kept falling off track because the program would go for 2 weeks, and then every 2 weeks it'd get harder and harder and harder. So I did level 1, and then I hit level 2. It was too hard, and I fell off. And then I do level 1, level 2, and then level 3, and then I'd fall off. And, I never made it past level 3. I did level 1 so many times I have the thing memorized, but it wasn't very effective. I was doing it all by myself, and I ended up gaining 5 of those 15 pounds back. Then in the summer of 2013, I got invited on Facebook from one of my friends to be part of a Beachbody challenge group, and I had no idea what that meant. And at the time, I was in direct sales for a different product, a jewelry product, and I enjoyed it, but it was taking up a lot of time. It required going to other people's houses and doing parties, and it was kind of consuming my entire life, and I felt really out of balance doing so much on top of a full-time job. So I talked back and forth with her, and I said, well, I do need to get in shape. I'd be willing to try your program if you might be willing to have a party for me, because that's how direct sales works. And she agreed to have a jewelry party because she loves jewelry. And I went ahead and purchased T25. And the reason I purchased that one was because it had the least amount of time. So I work full-time as a nurse practitioner. I have a doctorate in nursing practice, and I spent a lot of time at the hospital with my patients. I get up, I commute an hour each day, each direction, so 2 hours in the car plus anywhere from 8 to 10 hours of work. Doesn't leave a whole lot of time for gym or exercise. So I wanted something that would be quick and easy that I could fit into my schedule. So I went ahead and ordered the T25, and then when I went online and saw what the challenge group looked like, I said, oh wait, maybe I need these shakes. So I actually ended up calling customer service, canceling out my T25 order, and reordering the challenge pack because I didn't realize when you bundled it all together it was such a savings. Courtney had told me this, but I, of course, wasn't listening, and I'm really glad I did get the shakes because, it started to curb my appetite. I'd say probably within about 2 weeks of starting the shakes, I could actually walk past the cake at work or the brownies or whatever had been brought in and left at the nursing station. I could actually walk past it, which I wasn't able to do before. And then I started to lose some weight again, which was great. And about 4 weeks in, I could walk past completely the brownies and cakes and cookies. And on top of that, I would walk past and I'd go, I want vegetables, which for those who know me is not me. Like generally I never wanted vegetables. So I don't know if Shakeology changes your taste buds or not, but for me it's had a huge impact on my desires and what I want to eat and what's made me healthier. So, you know, it worked for me. I will say that one point where I noticed things were different was in the beginning of September, Labor Day weekend. I went shopping for a new car. And ordinarily, I would probably get in at the front door of the car dealership, I'd probably get in a car, drive to the other end of the dealership, look at the car, get into another one, and drive back, because walking all the way across the parking lot seemed like a lot of effort. And after having done T25 for about 4 weeks, you know, the guy offered to drive me out to the car, and I kind of looked at it and went, why should I? I can walk that. And I did, and I felt good, and I had energy, and I even commented to my husband, wow, I have so much more energy. This is amazing. So, and then I started to notice my thighs weren't rubbing as much. So then that was even added bonus. So then, you know, I kept with it. It was very hard initially. Trying to get up, and all I did was every morning I said, okay, even if I only get through 10 minutes and that's all I can do, I'm going to hit play, go my 10 minutes, and if I can keep going, I'll do it. So, you know, and eventually I was doing the entire 25 minutes and getting more energy, feeling better. I actually started waking up more in the mornings, and for someone who has a sleep disorder, that is huge, 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 huge. The E&E also really, really helped with my sleep, and that's a totally different subject. But